6.1, greatest common factor. What's the abbreviation for greatest common factor? Who can tell me? What's the abbreviation? G, C, F. That's called greatest common factor. Greatest common factor. And there is also something called factor by grouping. But a factor by grouping, you need one of the condition. It has to be how many terms? Term. So learning objective. 1, find the greatest common factor of a list of numbers. Find the greatest common factor of a list of variables. Term. Factor out the greatest common factor. Factor by grouping. Okay, what's mean factor in Arabic means? And factor form, greatest common factor, what it means, and factoring. Maybe you should look into the internet or in the book and find the meaning, okay? So let's go for the summary here. This is summary for the whole lesson, okay? Here I have factor 4x cubed to the power 4y squared minus 12x squared y cubed plus 20xy squared. Now, take a look at the 4, the 12, and the 20. What's common in all of them? What's common? 4, right? Because this 4 times 1, this is what? 3 times 4, and this one, 4 times what? 5. So the common one is what? In all of them, 4. So we take 4. What about x? We take the lowest power. The lowest what? Power. For x. Which one is the lowest power? X bar 1. Very good. And what about y? Take the lowest power. Y squared. Okay? Clear? Yeah. So we take this outside and then you divide each one of them by 4xy squared. So you get what? You get x cubed minus 3xy plus 5. That's your answer. Yes. Next one. Here. Negative 25x cubed plus 10x squared minus 15x. I have 25, I have 10, and I have 15. Which one is the common one? Negative 5. Why negative 5? Because I have negative here. Okay. Now x. Which one is the lowest x? X bar 1. And then you have to divide each term by what? By 5. Negative 5x. And that's your final answer. You get the final answer. Is this clear? Yeah. Now let's go for details. More details on this lesson, okay? Here we go. Find the greatest common factor of the following. I have 12 and 8. 12 is what by what? 4 by 3. 4 by 3. And 8? 4 by 2. 4 by 2. So the common one is what? 4. 4. You take 4. And we take the lowest x. Is this clear? Yes. Next one. Find the greatest common factor. I have 16, 8, 20. 16 is what by what? 8 times 2. 4 by 4, right? Yes. 8 is what? 4 by 2. 20, 4 by 5. Which one is common? 4. So take the 4 outside. What about x? X power 4. Power 4. And y? Power 3. That's the answer. Easy as easy. Next one. Factor this. Now I have 18 and 12. 18 is what by what? 2 minus 6 by 3. 3 by 6. And 12 is what by what? 2 by 6. 2 by 6. Which one is coming? 6. Take 6 outside. And what about y? We don't have anything common. So we divide by 6. So what do you get? 3y squared plus 2. That's your final answer. Easy as easy. If you understand, raise your hand. Can I say 2? Yeah. Yeah. But take the common number, okay? Yeah, the next one. 8 and 4. 8 is what by what? 4 by 2. And 4? 4 by 1. Which one is common? 2x. 4. And what about the x? X bar 2. So you divide. And what do you get? 2x minus 2 minus x squared. That's your final answer. Easy as easy. Next one. Yeah, who can tell me? 100, 50, 100. 10. Are you sure?
Yes.
Well, 50. 100 is what? 50 times what? 2. And 50, عبارة عن كام? How much? 50 times 1. And 100? 50 times 2. Which one's coming?
50.
50. And what about y?
Y to the power of 2.
So now you divide. What do you get? What's left?
2.
2. Huh? Minus y. And here how much?
2.
Plus 2. Is this correct here? This one? Power of 3. Correct. Very good. So that's your finance. Easy as easy? Understand? Raise your hand. Okay, let's move to the next one. What's coming here?
Nothing. Maybe the one.
So if there is nothing, what should we say?
We remove the -1 and then we بيبقى 22 ونفك ال 11 it becomes 11 times between brackets x to the power of 2 minus 2 close the bracket and then -1 half.
Can you say this again?
نعمل لك عشان صعب
6.1 greatest common factor. Factor by grouping. Continue. So take a look at the example on the right side here. I have, what do I have here? Yeah, but negative 4 a cube b squared plus 6ab. So do we have a common number here? Yes, the common number is what? Negative 2. Okay. So the common number is negative 2. What about the variable? What is common? We take the lowest variable to the power. So a to the power of 1. And what about b? Also b to the power of 1. Now you're gonna, what is left? You have to write the left over here, okay? So what should I do? You have to divide. Negative 4 divided by negative 2, what do you get? Negative, you get 2, right? And a cubed divided by a squared. B squared divided by b, plus, well, minus. Why? Because I'm dividing, right? 6 divided by negative 2, what do you get? Negative 3. A divided by a, b divided by b. So that's your final answer. Is this clear? Clear or not clear?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the next one. Now we're gonna do factor by grouping. Now, do you see anything that is similar? The group x plus 5, x plus 5. Can you see that? Is they are the same or not same? So if they're the same, I will call this a blah blah blah, okay? So the same blah 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 here, same blah 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 here. We take the blah 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 outside. Okay, take the blah 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 outside. What's left? X plus 3. What is the blah blah blah? X plus 5. And we have x plus 3. Is this clear? So that's your final answer. Clear or not clear? Raise your hand if you understand. All right, let's go to the next one. Can you do this one? Yalla, classwork. C. Do classwork C. Yalla. Do you have blah 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 here? Yalla, take it out. What's left?
4x
minus 17.
That's it. That's your final answer. Easy as easy. Right inside your notebook. Yalla, next one. Do you have blah 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 here?
Yes.
What's a blah blah blah?
X plus y.
What's left?
3x minus 1.
Minus 1. Excellent. Any questions? Next. Now, how many terms do I have here?
2, 3.
4 terms. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, the first thing you ask, do we have greatest common factor? The answer is
2,
no.
4.
So, second thing, how many terms do we have? We said 4 terms, not 3. So, in this case, we'll do y factor by what?
Group.
By grouping. Means take 2 terms. 2 terms. So, you can take any 2 terms, but, let's start with the easy way, the first 2 and the last 2. So let's take the first 2 together and put them inside a parenthesis. Then the second 2, put them inside a parenthesis. Okay, this is called a parenthesis. Okay, now next we look at greatest common factor. What do we have greatest common factor here?
1.
X. So what's left?
X plus 2.
Very good. What is the greatest common factor here?
4.
What's left?
X plus 6.
X plus 2. Do we have blah blah blah? What's the blah blah blah?
Same one.
Which is what? X plus
Like 3.
2. What's left?
So X plus 4.
Easy. Very easy, right? Easy or not easy? If you understand, raise your hand. Okay, let's take another one, because the more we do, the better you understand. How many terms here?
4.
Do we have greatest common factor?
Yes. 2.
Two.
We
We don't have, no. So in this case, we're going to take what? 2 terms
Group.
and 2 terms, right?
Yes.
So the easiest way, we take the first 2, okay? But you can take anything you want. You can take the first one, last one, the middle one, like this. Any combination. It doesn't have to be the first 2, but just only for facilitating it to make it easy for you, we take the first 2. So I take the first 2 first. Put them together, minus the second 2. Now, do you notice that I changed this sign to negative? Why? Because I took a negative outside.
Yes.
Clear?
Yeah.
Now, what is the greatest common factor here?
X above 2.
X to the power of 2. What's left?
X minus 2.
What's the greatest common factor here?
2
X minus 2.
What's left?
2.
Now, do we have blah, blah, blah?
X above 2 minus 2.
Take the blah, blah, blah outside.
X minus 2.
Very good. Take the blah, blah, blah outside. What's left? That's it. Easy as easy. If you understand, raise your hand. If you don't understand, raise your hand. Okay, let's take more, because so we are finished with 6.1. Is this clear, everybody? Clear or not clear? Clear.